Right guys, Eyes back. Okay, so let's get ready to delve into Kellogg's brain and what we'll find. Please stand by. Kate wants to get the front row seat or something.
Migration between the transplant and the host. Activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold
I think the music from Freedom Radio just goes along with it quite perfectly, to be honest. That's a bright white light.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Okay, this is weird.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Alright, so I have to follow this path. Ah. It reminds me a bit of Max Payne. You know, when he's in the dream sequence and you got to follow that blood trail.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as
Oh, look at this called Kellogg.
This may prove disorienting at first.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
That's this memory.
Mom knew how it was.
Right, yeah, so that's that.
She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
What a joke.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope
Connie?
someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise.
This reminds me of,
Won't let
you know, in Daredevil, where you learn about Kingpin's past.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
That's what it reminds me of.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
But yeah, there's a bit of a track in it. So that's Kellogg now, and that's Sarah, and that's a window.
I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit.
It looks like
The
Negan.
gunslinger from the hub. rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while.
Oh, he's got a kid.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Oh.
But we don't know anybody here.
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Now, with the baby?
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like.
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. A little
Why does Mary sound familiar?
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Oh. So he's a family man at some
Let's
point.
keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Something must have happened then to change him.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
I like his outfit, it's quite
Just
cool.
so you know, they died like dogs.
Oh no.
And you weren't there to help them.
They killed his family, so he knows exactly what I'm going
I
through.
found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Oh, so his family was killed too. What if we're like the same person or something?
Mind if we...
I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself.
Something's gonna crack off. It's gonna be the whole who shot first, isn't it?
I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's this family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Were they on about me? This way. They weren't on about my family, were they? I think they were.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, the first Synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each
He's
time.
lost his hair now.
They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute, but I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. The first Synths weren't all that
Right, okay,
impressive.
so that's that.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
Better angle
I
here.
don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
He's good.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain fuel. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Right, I think it's this way. Hello, Gimli. Uh-oh, this is it.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
All computers are still working.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends.
That's me. Hey.
Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Is his thought process still working? Like, because he's narrating...
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying
he's
I haven't done it,
narrating
but,
this journey, isn't he? So he's still
liked
thinking
to.
somehow.
Yeah. I guess it did remind me of her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me.
And we've already learned about that.
It wasn't usual
when
for anybody
they
from
sent
the
Kellogg
Institute to come along on a mission.
Kill that
so
Jax.
this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Justice. Find it. Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid.
I can't skip this.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Is it over? Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have a backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Jeez.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Damn, that's actually quite sad. See it from that point of view.
Override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
This is the house in Diamond City, isn't it? That Sean?
Is that
Bloody hell.
your son?
Wasn't my idea
This
to
appears
settle
to be a
down with
very
a kid
recent
in the
memory.
middle of Diamond
So,
City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my
How
life
old is
might
he?
have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
He's like 9 or 10 there, isn't he?
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
I'm like, go on. So Piper was there when he was, and Sean was there. She might have seen Sean then.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time? The new breed of synths could easily pass as human.
He's a synth.
Some of them did.
Bloody hell.
But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow.
Glowing sea, I've been near there.
Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me. And
That's a
hold still.
lie.
Okay.
Whoa, he shifted.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
So that's how they get in and out.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Interesting. Through the telly, alright. Fair enough.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had.
Where's Nick?
Done this before. How do you feel?
Side effects, sarcastic, awful. I feel fine.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I guess so. Kellogg's Life, teleportation, Virgil.
You were
Are
along
you?
for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together. In case
Because more eyes are
else
better
missed
than one.
anything.
Okay,
There's
Virgil.
more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was?
Ghost.
The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there. Not even to hide.
Okay, why?
What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing
Sorry
there
guys,
could
my cat's
possibly
making
live.
so much noise.
Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
Perfect
That's
hiding
why
spot.
he's there.
Well,
To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
Anti-radiation?
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry.
Or power armor.
More. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those
power
suits
armor.
of power armor? That would be perfect.
I'll find a way.
to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Remove the implant while you were waking up.
Right, he's upstairs. Okay, let's go talk to actually, can I talk to her about...
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared.
Okay, so it's not gonna let me. Right, let's go see how Nick's doing. There he is. Oh, who's that? So it looks like he's getting a suntan, a fake tan or something.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Son of a bitch.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some...
Is he gonna have like a split personality now?
Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Yeah, you go back to,
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Right. I'm gonna have to take Nick, because I can't take Kat to the Radiation City unless I get her some power armor. I can't see Kat wearing some power armor, so I'm gonna have to take Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Right, send Kat to... I'm gonna send Kat to the castle. Confirm. I'll see you soon, Kat, yeah? Just go to the glowing sea with Nick, and then it'll all be done.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze.
Right.
Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey, Daisy, glad you can make it. How's my
Where's everyone going?
Didn't I see?
I've seen a lot of crazy
Ski the other day.
He wishes.
Oh, there he is.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is
We'd
to
move
keep
faster
an
if you
eye out
kept
for
your
what
eyes on the
drives
road
us
and off
apart.
the arse.
Feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their Synths.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lordhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together.
He's making sense.
Control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? Not us. And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
And who's in charge?
It sounds like he's got them under some like intimidation. He's got them all high on drugs, hasn't he?
I'm not buying that. We come in peace, malarkey.
Yeah, well, we all know the Brotherhood's a bit of a racist. They want to make themselves like the supremes of the place, don't they? So, right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to go back to Sanctuary and get my power armor, and then I'll be back. So I'll see you all in a second.